Hey, yo, where Nick at? Back there in the cut.
My name is TyTy Washington.
So what's your motto?
I ain't scared of nothing. Let me see your face.
22 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 2 steals. He willed AZ Compass here to the semifinals. Went here late in the third.
Yeah, Rigsby, you can't leave that spot with TyTy Washington. Leave the middle open. Put the ball in TyTy's hands. Keep it in his hands. Let him make a play. They're well drilled.
Washington with the floater again.
He just glides.
TyTy Washington in rhythm. A 3-ball.
Deadliest neighborhood in the valley, said to be the most dangerous part of the Phoenix metro area. It seems to be in the news all the time.
I'm from South Phoenix, Arizona. Growing up, it was a little rough. My grandma used to live in the trenches a little bit. It was me and all my siblings over there.
Phoenix, new numbers from the police department.
2 people taken to the hospital after a shooting in South Phoenix.
Robbery crime spree in South Phoenix.
Right here. That house right there is where we used to live. Yeah, man. Live back there. We used to walk down here like 7 in the morning, try to beat the sun. Pull up over here, take this little 3-minute walk, maybe, if that. It was just at the park.
Why didn't you have a gym?
Man, I ain't have access to no gym, Nick. I ain't had no keys nowhere, brother. Like, the court don't look the same no more either. They must have got a little bit of bread fixed at the court or whatever. I was mainly just training with my dad, and we were just working on a lot of 1-dribble pull-ups, 2-dribble pull-ups, just being able to make shots. It'd be 108. We used to go out there early, just me and him only. So it was us two out there in the broad daylight and the hot. So it was just out there sweating, working hard, and it was you mess up, he gonna cuss you out. There's no gym, just want to work on your game. Come on, let's go to the park. So I just go there and hoop, man. That's really it. You can do everything at the park. When I wanted to work on my football skills, come straight to the grass area, just do it all. No, just every day in the summer we was out there, either in the front yard dribbling or we at the park getting shots up, because we really didn't have no gym, so. The school I went to was nobody really came to record us or anything, because the school I was at, the reputation of it was just it's pretty much being the ghetto really, so nobody really came to record us and stuff like that, so I really just didn't have the publicity around me.
How did you know that was the image, to the outsiders?
Oh, I mean, because it was a lot of fights at the football games. There's a park by the school that's called Cesar Chavez Park where fights, killing and stuff happened over there, so it was just
It's a known Arizona thing.
Yeah, if you would ask other people how Cesar Chavez out, people pretty much say it's ghetto pretty much. Going into my junior year, we had coaches and stuff come into our practices, which the school never had before. Coaches come in there, we had Arizona, UCLA, Oregon State, Texas. We had a lot of big schools. Maryland came in there.
When was the last time something like that happened?
For that school? Never. That was the first time it ever happened. That's when I kind of started getting known, because we had Section 7 too. So Section 7 was a little AAU event for your high school team only though. And then I ended up transferring to Arizona Compass. And when I transferred over there, they were already loaded. They had Frankie, Max, Jabari, Siri, Primo. They had a whole bunch of guys already. They had an established team. And when I got there, it was coaches were still coming to that practice because those guys were bringing in people. And once I got over there, I started bringing in college coaches and all that. So it was really fun just battling all that my junior year.
Hey, this might be catching bodies though. This how come in here and work a little bit, get stronger, skinnier, bigger, come down the lane. I know my saving shot. Hey.
We're going to stretch up that back leg, coming all the way down, bend your hip stays back, foot stays flat. 6 on one, 6 on the other leg. All right, then let's go ab dolly for 15. Now every week before, you just tighten the back.
That's like hitting a hole in one without even trying.
We're reaching out, get tall, long, stretch that out. Come back, get a ball. We don't want to get hurt by them diving on you here, so make sure we brace. This guy stay tight, 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 and then tighten this on the way back. Pull that. There, yeah, right there, yep. So remember, we want to make sure that we protect that back by bracing. In there, big boys, back them down, brace. Don't let them move you out of the way. I'll be banging.
Why do you work out so early when you're back home?
Just because so I can stay, keep my mind right for like Kentucky. Cause like Kentucky and Arizona is a 3-hour difference, and we were working out at like 6 a.m. out there. So I was waking up at 5:30. That's 2:30 a.m. back at home. So. Be like Sharif, play like Sharif.
What, Kyrie?
Oh my. Where Reed be on, he be. Oh my God. Oh my God. Michael Jordan pump fake. I seen Jordan do that, so I stick my tongue out. Kobe too.
Don't you bottom mine? Hey, Patty, only break my wrist off. Lift off.
Huh?
Are you trash?
Am I trash? Are you trash? You can't be me, bro. What you wanna do? Oh, you need somebody to guard you? Let me see. I'm here though. I'm the biggest boss you've seen this song. He said, still similar to the boy. Ooh. I live my life like Biddy. I rap my brother Biddy. I stuck to right silly not hey Bibi. Ooh. Okay. Oh, I know why. Whoa. I'm telling your dad on you. I'm telling your dad. Yeah, that's a fact. Who in here getting cut? Yeah, Kai, get that cut, boy. You was going to school looking dusty, boy. Don't worry, you finna get blessed. He finna get blessed. You finna get blessed too? You in here laughing, look. Nah, you finna get blessed too. You need it. Going to school looking. Okay, but when you get your cut, you know, girls gonna try and get on you because you gotta be like, nah, I'm trying to just focus on my grades right now. Like, what grade you in? You in 4th grade? You still go to Carbonetti? Yeah, bro, you got, no. When at recess, they gonna try to get on you. No, I'm trying to play football with the guys. You trying to go out, like, showing you know how to play, bro. Where you in, Jakai, 4th too? Y'all in the same grade? I mean, y'all in the same class? Huh? I mean, man, I ain't getting no hair. Cheese, mate, he need it. I mean, I ain't getting no haircut, but I just got Reef. Sis hooked me up. She twist me in real quick. I mean, she braid me in. Almost.
Are you really vegan?
Me? Am I? You see, I don't got nothing in my hand, bro. Just drinking eating water, I guess. Green stuff only.
You really feel that? How long have you been vegan?
A few months. I be going on and off. Like, I go for a strong 3 weeks and then cheat. Yeah, I feel lighter. Like right now I haven't really been like doing it. I just been eating like regular food, and I feel I'm gonna feel like kind of big. But when I go back out there, I already know Rob. He gonna give me back a ride for the seas. I'm gonna be straight. Best go-to snacks, Nick? Blue bag Doritos, blue Gatorade. Can never go wrong. Hey, you got a girlfriend? Whoa, you got a girlfriend? Whoa, hey, whoa, come over here. Talk to me. You got a girl? Whoa, you got a girl, bro? How you got, bro? You in 4th grade? You got a girl? What's her name, bro? Oh, you can't tell me? Wow, bro. Because you don't need no girl. You only in 4th grade, bro.
I'm going back to the alien house, as I just said.
How you get in there?
You better follow people you came with.
Nolan and Paulo, they started it. Like, it's a West Coast thing, but like I got it from them. So like when you hear people on the East Coast saying it, like just know somebody. They must know somebody from the West Coast, because West Coast be saying it like brother, yo, we're brother. But you only say brother to like people you hecka close with. Like you can't call everybody brother. Like yo, brother, what's good? That's brother right there. Like yeah, not everybody can be brother. Straight like that. You heard everybody at Iverson was saying, brother. West Coast boys. I put Deshaun on. He was my roommate, so when we was talking, I was like, yeah, brother. He was like, you say brother a lot.
Let me ask you something. Decision right now. TyTy, where you going?
Where you going, T?
Where you going, T? Duke ain't even offer me, huh?
Duke ain't even talk to me, bro.
Coach Calipari told me I was too little on Jesus. Oh God. Oh God, we played Moose and them in Kentucky. On my mama. He was at the game. I had like 30. I think.
How do you feel about that?
Nah, but yo, I like, hey, Deshaun, his accent, hecka funny, bro. That's that Mississippi, Memphis, all of them, they got a little accent to them. Cool beans, cool beans.
If I get the cheese pizza, you know, I get the cheese chain. If I get to eat the cheese pizza.
The cheese chain.
The cheese chain, you see.
Yeah.
I missed half the game.
Why?
There's traffic.
Wait, you gonna get? Who? Can you get you? Oh, you got ears in? Okay. Cause you need to keep up with your hair. He wear a do-rag for like 1 day. He in Carminati. Oh, how you do that? Oh. I'm telling y'all, hey, you see, his shirt say savage. I'm a savage, Nick. I'm a savage, Nick. You mad, Nick? What I say, Nick? Watch how I go get this, Nick. Finish my clip. Gotta go for a ride like Pikachu. Bye, guys. Bye. Love y'all. Love y'all. Okay, thank you for coming.
Love you. Thank you.
Bye, cousin. Love you. Dunk him one time. Hey! Green with the white shirt.
My school game dress was way better than yours.
Tatiana, don't go there. I gotta get more shoes, bruh. I gotta go get. Oh my God, this is day.
So in TyTy, I mean, he's a special talent. I think Rivals just released their updated final recruiting rankings, and he jumped up all the way to number 11 in the country. So he's now a consensus top 16 player in the class, I believe. So 11 in Rivals, 12 on ESPN, and 16 over at 247 Sports, consensus 5-star. Kind of just a can't miss, surefire scorer.
My 8th grade summer, I played with freshman and varsity team actually. And when I was on the varsity team, the coach pretty much just told me like, come in, be who I am. So as the season came and all that, I started like playing well, getting everybody involved and all that to being like the best player on the team. So like my role was kind of pretty much just to do everything to pretty much help us win. Pretty much the same with my sophomore year too. Like I'm no longer like a pup on the campus no more. It's like getting a little recognition in the city, so like people know who I am.
Why do you think you didn't get as much attention as like Nico Mannion, Josh Green, even though you might have been also a better player from Arizona?
AAU, I was pretty good for me. I mean, I played well, but it was like a lot of coaches had a lot of knocks. They said I had a lot of knocks in my game as far as like unathletic, slow, out of shape, just like all this other stuff. Like they didn't know if I was gonna grow and all that. So people like they knew who I was. They just wasn't really like interested like that because of how my body was and everything, like my physical appearance. I didn't pass the eye test, so that's why like earlier on in my high school career, like I wasn't really getting recruited like that. But as far as like my junior year, that's when I really started to pick up a lot of offers. And then over the pandemic, that's when it really like things really clicked on. I try my best not to worry about it, but it got to a point where like I seen like my peers around me, people I played against and stuff, they was getting like highly recruited, all these offers and stuff, and here I was just like just sitting back, like just getting interest and all this other stuff. But it was like when we played against each other, like I won the matchup, but they were still getting recruited and I really wasn't. Let's see, my 10th grade I played with Vegas Elite actually, EYBL. I played on their 16U team. We went to Final Four in Peach. I had got an ASU offer before Peach Jam, so like going into Peach, a lot of coaches started kind of figuring out who I was, and they actually seen like what I was capable of and all that. So then like after Peaches, that's when I got like TCU. That's when I started getting like schools from Power 5 conferences. Stay in the gym because what's done dark is gonna come to the light. Don't get caught up in all the rankings and all that stuff, because at the end of the day, you still gotta go out there and perform. So you can be ranked whatever, but as long as you don't perform, then that can all be taken away from you. So my biggest takeaway from what they were saying was just pretty much go out there and just work hard and try to be the best person I can be. You just go in there and you just have the mentality like you're the best point guard on the team. You just gonna go in there and you just go in there, outwork people, and then once you do that, the coach is gonna actually see you like doing that, and you kind of gonna force the coach's hand to make like pretty much the coach has no other choice but to start you for how well you just been performing.
But would you say like you kind of have to like take that spot since there's only a few amount of high-level AU teams?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be with the best of the best, you know they probably gonna have a point guard on the team already. So once you get there, you're gonna have to just go at him every day and just show like why you deserve to start. So you just do the little things. Just growing up, I always played up, so I played against like people older than me, adults and stuff. So it was just like playing against people my age really never bothered me, and just like playing against somebody that's well known, it's just like you human like I'm human. So like you gotta show like at the end of the day you gotta show me what you're really made of. So just going out there, not really like looking at them as no 5-star or no stars at all, just going out there looking at them like it's another game, another person trying to stop me, another person I'm trying to stop, really.
And everybody kind of hyped him up to me. So we kind of looked at each other during the game, and you even texted me. We were kind of going back and forth, talking to different people. You went up in the stands for a minute. We were just kind of going back and forth. But at one point, you texted me, and you were like, I don't know about him as a lead guard. And I kind of thought the same thing, because it truly felt like Emmanuel Quickly year one at Kentucky, and we were waiting for that. Who is it? Like who is he at his best? And then Sean, there in the second half when crunch time came around and they needed baskets and they needed somebody to take the game over. I mean, holy hell! I mean, TyTy was the absolute truth, Sean.
Yeah, he is absolutely. And I spoke with Paul Biancardi of ESPN this morning, a guy that's obviously followed him and stuff ever since I think last June, if I'm not mistaken, is when he first. So Paul put in June 2020, TyTy broke into the rankings at number 86.
Wow.
In December 2020, he was at number 34, and now he finds himself at number 12 in the ESPN rankings. When I spoke with him this morning, Jack, he talked about the competitor that he is, and we know his high school group lost 2 games this year, both to Montverde Academy. Which is, perfectly understandable. And he was talking about the winner that TyTy Washington is and how he fits in at Kentucky with that winning mentality. He's a kid that we've heard TyTy say it in the press release. He said it to you. He said it to me. He's a kid that bets on himself. He always bets on himself, and well coached by Ed Gibson out there at Compass Prep. I know that's what Paul Biancardi was talking about. He said the one thing that he looks at when it comes to these guys is who have they been coached by beforehand. And he was giving a lot of praise to Coach Gibson there and saying that. And then TyTy told me on Saturday that he sees a lot of similarities in John Calipari that he had in Gibson. So the similarities there between Cal and him is something that there's some familiarity there with the way that they expect things, the way that they tell you to bet on yourself, come to Kentucky, take a chance on you if you feel that's right for you, Jack. And I think it's a great get for Kentucky. Think about this. I think it would have worked, Jack, with TyTy Washington, but it didn't. But when it's all said and done, Kentucky's right there. They get an elite guard, a guy that is doing that thing that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was doing, climbing the charts right before he comes into Kentucky. And you could see this kid really, really having a nice freshman season. And Paul was talking to me this morning that he's so good with the ball in his hands now. And I don't think that was something he's always had in his game, according to Paul, that it's gotten better and better. Took 63 charges last year at Compass Prep. I know I've had some people on Twitter be like, that's like 2 charges per game. And I'm interested to see, is John Calipari get him out of that, because we know how much the block charge call influences foul trouble and things in college basketball. I'm going to say John Calipari is probably going to be like, okay, take some here and there, but don't put yourself in foul trouble.
Here's this quote that he gave me at the Iverson Classic. He said, on the court, they're going to be getting a point guard who is going to lead and do whatever it takes to win, whether that's me scoring, passing, guarding, taking charges, get a nosebleed, whatever. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. Like, who says that? Like, you know, there's so many people that you ask, okay, what do you like both on and off the floor? And they're like, oh, you know, I'm a flashy player. I like to do this. I'm a good shooter. I can do this. Name me one time you have ever gotten a personal scouting report from a player where they have told you, I'm willing to go get a nosebleed. Nobody says that. Like, that's such a cool answer for any kid. And you know, you talk to Coach Gibson at Compass Prep. He said his parents raised him the right way. He's built tough, like Ford tough. He's built that way. He's going to do he's going to take what he wants. He's not going to back down from anybody. He's a dog, a bona fide dog. He's a guy you want in your corner. If you're in a foxhole, you want TyTy Washington there with you. That's what you need to know right there. Like, above all that, I am infinitely more excited about the fact that this dude is just a grinder. He's a competitor. He is going to do all of the dirty work, whatever it takes to help Kentucky win games. And I think that's the most exciting part about this.
Me and my high school coach, we had a plan. We put a plan together on like what he expected from me my senior year, what he wanted to get out of it, and what I expected from him and what I wanted out of it. And pretty much our goals was pretty much the same. And like it was just like the common denominator of just working hard, then everything gonna happen. So as soon as the world shut down, I was working out probably 3 times a day, like 6 a.m., 4 p.m., and I'd go back in at like 8. And that was like from like March to like August, like every day. Senior year started, we had a nice little looking team, and practices was going good. Like my body changed, I started jumping higher, moving faster, and then our first event, the grind session, I went in there a day early, and I seen the people who run it, grind session Mike. And I told him, I was like, I'm coming different this year. You gonna see, watch. And then the next day, dropped 33 first game. And then after the first little session, I was averaging like 30. And that's when I really knew, like, yeah, senior year finna be a movie for me. My junior year stats, I probably averaged like 17, 4 and 4 probably. And then my senior year, I averaged 24, 7 and 6. So 7 rebounds and 6 assists. So like, yeah, it was a big jump in those numbers. Okay, so like when the world shut down, 6 a.m. I was at the field with my cousin Rodney. We were on the Vertimax, running hills. We were just doing all that, trying to get more explosive and slim down. And then after that, I was also in Move, doing like my lift and stuff, putting on muscle, just learning how to take care of my body, a lot of mobility stuff with them. And once me and my trainer Chad put like a little plan together on what I wanted to do and accomplish, I would just make sure I was in there a lot to accomplish those goals.
Hey, what you doing, Tori? You're not doing it right, Chad. You don't want to get better.
The leg, we're taking the hip of the leg out, we're just getting the hip. You'll come down on the heel, pop back up.
Coach Lee and my cousin Rodney, it was like my 9th grade year, I was being stubborn, like I hated lifting and all that, but then we came up short. And then same thing with my 10th grade year, like I lifted a little bit, but not really. That's when I started being able to dunk, so like, I just felt like I really didn't have to lift and all that, but then we lost again. And then that summer, that's when like my cousin was like, you just can't base it off talent. Like, what you gonna do that's gonna separate you? And that's when I really like started listening, taking into consideration what he said. And that's when I really like started caring about my body and all that. But I'd probably say I got consistent with it after my junior year. That's when I like really locked in. It kind of like tested me to find out who I really was. Like, if I really wanted to be a basketball player, I just can't be a basketball player on the court. Like, I got to do all the other stuff off the court to help me become a better basketball player. So that's what after my junior year is when I really got consistent with it.
Just learning from shooting events and stuff. Like,
Good time.
Busted.
What is it?
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there.
Fried shrimp taco. Fried shrimp taco. Busted. 10 out of 10.
How's the food at Kentucky?
It's fire. Got a few spots. Yeah, I mean, they helped me get a spot.
You have to eat like pretty healthy at Kentucky. What they give you?
It depends. Like, sometimes they be like giving us like meals to buff up, tone down. It just really depends on your body type. That was hard. Man, you look like a little model, man.
The starting group for the Celtics. As a starter, what's it like having a great bench behind you?
So going into the grind session, I was ranked like 83 on like ESPN. That's when I got on there. I was 83, and then going into grind session, played pretty well. And then we had Pangos with all the top guys, played pretty well in there. My team ended up winning the championship. And then just kept dominating the grind session. And then the next ESPN ranking came out, and I jumped from 83 to 34. Yeah, I jumped from 83 to 34. And then from then on, I just kept working and just kept producing, putting up numbers, getting wins from with my team. We ended up going to Florida, playing in Montverde. Like, that's when we actually played against like the power. Yeah, the first time. So we ended up playing against like the powerhouse schools, Oak Hill, Montverde, and Sunrise. We played Montverde the first night. We ended up losing. We ended up losing in overtime by like 4 or something like that. But then after that, that's when people kind of figured out like I'm like legit. Like, people know like I can hold my own. Then we played Oak Hill the next day.
Your phone started kind of buzzing there?
Yeah, a little bit. At the time, I was already committed. So let me backtrack. So in November, I committed to Creighton. Committed on my birthday. So then the whole early like grind session, I was committed. People were like kind of knew who I was because I was going to Creighton. I was one of the earlier commits for the grind session. So people kind of knew who I was. But then after we had an ESPN game against Sunrise and we ended up winning, I played all right. But that's when like the ESPN people seen me and all that other stuff. That's when my phone started blowing up a little bit. But once I decommitted and went to Geico, that's when my phone like really started buzzing a lot. That's when I started getting like a lot of publicity my senior year. So like we had cameras at a lot of games. So it was like, you know, in today's world, it's like you could go on Instagram, watch a highlight or two. So like every time I went on Instagram, I was up there on somebody's page. So it was just like everybody kind of figured out who I was. And then once I decommitted, that's when like a lot of the old schools that recruited me came back, and a lot of new schools started coming in.
During that Montverde game, what was like your coach saying that day?
The first time?
Yeah, the first time.
Pretty much that day, like we just gonna go in with the same mentality we have going into any other game. Like we know like this is the best, probably the best team in the country with the best of the best. So we was went there with the same mentality we had, that we're gonna go in there, we're gonna force our will and let the coach take over the game. And we were going back and forth for a hot minute, but we ended up coming short. And then pretty much the coaches said we were gonna see him again. We was gonna get back in the lab and just train hard.
Would you say you went into that game with a chip on your shoulder?
Yeah, most definitely. 'Cause I know like on their team they had a lot of highly ranked guys on their team and like all different type of classes. So I just wanted to go out there and show them like at the end of the day like y'all can have all those people, but me and my team we really like that. Like we here to like show y'all what we could do. After we lost to them, you know, in our next 2 games we beat Oak Hill and Sunrise Christian. So we went back to Arizona like satisfied but not satisfied because we wanted to go back undefeated, but we would take 2-1, especially with it being on ESPN and all that. So like after that, that's when everybody started to wake up on their whole program, and they finally woke up like they knew who I was, knew I could lead a team, do whatever it takes to win. So just playing the other teams, everybody was just watching us, just watching how we played. They said our culture was something different. And then the second time we played them in Geico, it was close. We ended up losing by 2. It went down to the last shot. I had it. I took the last shot and I missed it. I stood there a little bit. My teammates grabbed me. We got in the locker room. We cried. But after I cried, I just went back out on the court and was just looking at the rim like, that's a shot I know I can make. It's a shot I work on, like literally in all my workouts. So it was just like the shot didn't go in. So it was just like high school is over with. Now I gotta look and see what's next. What's my next move? Definitely my mom. They said like when she's back in high school and all that, like she could have went to the league. She could have went to the WNBA and all that stuff. But the only reason why she didn't go is because she got pregnant with me. So it was just like knowing that she could have made it, knowing that she was special enough to make it to the league. I just know I got to put in my hours so I can make it to the league for her.
I'm not ranked. That's the thing.
He's not ranked. He's 15. You see what my man be doing? He go between the legs after a practice. No 15-year-old is doing that in the world. Look at him, bro.
Tell me what 15-year-old does it.
Well, you're 2024?
2024, yeah.
You play in EYBL?
Yeah, I averaged 30 at EYBL. Look it up.
Wait, who'd you play with?
Mac Irvin.
Yeah.
I averaged 30.
out of the side, yeah.
You didn't average 30.
I'm finna show you. I say 15U, right?
Okay.
C. Riddle. My name? Guess what my name is? Christopher Riddle.
Chris Evans, bro, he's 15. He look like that.
Oh, that's federal. Let me stop.
Told you he's 15 from his tail on himself.
What did I say up top? State of Illinois.
But are you really from the city though?
No, 55th in Indiana, bro.
I'm saying
oh, Nick trying to play your game?
Oh, bro, he trying to pull my card. 55th in Indiana, bro.
He said you from the city though.
I grew up in Roseland, but I live in what's it called? Hyde Park now.
That's all you gotta say, Chris. Just watch this.
Are you starting this year?
Probably not. I got hella seniors on.
What you mean probably not? You gotta whoop for it.
I remember making a statement in the locker room. Everybody trying to come to my city trying to dethrone the king, talking about me. Like, y'all can have whoever y'all want, but y'all come to this city, it's me and my boys out here, like y'all gotta come through us if y'all wanna be at the top in the city. So I don't know who gave me it, but ever since then, somebody like just gave me the Phoenix Sun. I knew what I was capable of the whole time. Like I knew like I could go out there and compete with the best of the best on any night. Don't worry about rankings, because at the end of the day, like I said, you got to go out there and you still got to go out there and compete. So you could be top 5 in the country and you could get your head blown in by somebody that's unknown. So it's just like, just stay in the gym, keep working, perfecting your craft, and eventually it's gonna pay off, because what's done in the dark gonna come to the light. Know your worth, man, know who you are. People gonna talk, people gonna hate, people gonna say things, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta know like who you are, like what you're worth. So like you can't get caught up in all that, and pretty much just stay true to yourself. Like believe in like all the work you put in. Just know all the work you put in you're gonna get all the results out of it. So just be who you are and just stay true to yourself.